In this lesson, we will cover URL filtering. We can filter web pages in our network by doing URL filtering. In this, let's check our license first, then go under the Object tab and create our URL filtering profile. Under the Device tab, I come to the License section. When you come to the License section, your URL filtering license must be active. If your license is not active, you cannot use URL filtering. Now let's go under the Object tab and create our profile. Under Security Profile, we click on URL filtering. There is one URL filtering profile in default here. You can use it if you want, or you can add a new profile. Let's add a new one here as an example. Let the name of our profile be Test URL. From here, you choose which category you want to choose, and if you want to search for categories, you can search them here. Let's look for the high-risk category as an example. When I type high and press enter, you can see the high-risk category here. Let's block this category. What other categories? Take adult as an example. Let's block this category. Let me delete this place and press enter and it will show all categories. Let's go down here and select our categories. Let's pick alcohol tobacco and block that too. There's financial services, there's the government, there's hacking. Let's block hacking. You can choose the category you want from here to allow or block. We chose high risk. Here we have low risk and malware. Let's choose malware too. There is phishing. Let's select it and block it. There is sex education. Let's prevent that too. There is sport. There is shopping. You can choose the category you want here. From here, when you click Check URL Category, you can learn the category of a page you want. Let's click and check a site. For example, let's write zerat.com.dr. Now when we press the search button, we can see which category this site is in. This site is in Finance Service and Low Risk category. If you block Finance Service and Low Risk category, you cannot access this page. If you want this page to be accessed after blocking the category, you can create a whitelist specifically for it. Now let's create our profile by saying OK. Now let's apply this profile to our rule. I choose our URL profile that we created from here and say OK. Let's print our settings to the running config of our firewall. Our settings have been loaded successfully. Let's close our window and go to our client and do our test. When we come to the client side, let's open our web browser and run our test. I'm writing here porno.com. When I press enter, you can see that this page is blocked. If you remember the warning page he gave us here, when we created the interface management profile, we chose the response page there. If you don't create your interface management profile and select the response page there, you won't get this warning page. In order to receive this warning page, you need to select the interface management profile under the relevant interface and activate the response page in this profile. Now let's go to the regular pages. As you can see when I wrote yavuzbalak.com, we have access here. Let's go to Cisco. We also have access to Cisco. Now we have done category-based URL filtering, but let's say you want to filter a special address. Let me show you how to do it. When we come back to the firewall side, let's click on the Object tab and come to the URL category under the Custom Object tab. Here, let's add a new custom category by clicking Add. I'm blacklisting your name. Here we write the sites we want to filter. For example, let's block cisco.com. I'm typing cisco.com. Let's add Google. When you write the address in this way, whatever you write in front of the dot will block all of them. For example, if you type maps.google.com, this address is also blocked. Likewise, if there are addresses you want to allow, you can create a whitelist for these addresses. Now let's go back to the URL profile we created. Here I open our URL profile. Now you can see the custom URL categories here. You can see the blacklist category we added here. I choose this list and block it. If you do it on the whitelist, you can add the list you made here and allow it by doing allow. Now that I'm showing you the block example, I just added blacklist and say OK. Now let's print the changes we made to our firewall. Our settings have been successfully loaded. Let's close our window and go to our client and run our test. Let's open our web browser and check that we can enter the page. Here you can see that our category is blacklist. Now let's check Google. You can block any address you want in this way, or you can create a whitelist and allow the pages you want. This is how we enable URL filtering on our firewall. See you in our next lesson.